President Donald Trump isn't budging from his plan to pull U.S. forces out of Syria, but Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is calling this just a tactical change. To explain what the U.S. is telling the coalition to fight ISIS, RT's Dan Cohen is joining us from the State Department, where there is right now a type of event going where Pompeo invited all of these different leaders in to talk about how to defeat ISIS.
Well, the U.S.-led coalition is meeting here at the State Department all day. I'm in the press briefing center right now, and behind me you can see President Trump has just started his address to the 79 members of the coalition. He's lauding them for having defeated the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria down to a 20,000 square mile area. We heard from Secretary of State Mike Pompeo earlier today. He addressed the gathering. And he called on the coalition to recommit itself to the permanent defeat of ISIS.
Members of this coalition must be willing to take back foreign terrorist fighters, prosecute them, and punish them. To disrupt the flow of weapons and sensitive materials, we will need to continue building strategic border security, sharing intelligence, and targeting terrorist financial networks wherever we find them.
Now, as we saw, Pompeo called to disrupt the flow of weapons to these terrorist groups, Al-Qaeda and ISIS, but he made no mention of the recent revelations from CNN. This report that revealed that Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, two of the closest allies of the United States, had actually transferred weapons made in the United States to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Now, these close allies of the U.S. have also sponsored various jihadist militias in Syria itself. Pompeo also spoke about the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Syria. He said the mission has not changed.
The drawdown of troops is essentially a tactical change. It is not a change in the mission. It does not change the structure, design, or authorities on which the campaign has been based. It simply represents a new stage in an old fight. The drawdown will be well coordinated, and our policy priorities in Syria have remained unchanged.
Now, since the announcement of this troop withdrawal, we've heard a lot of questions about what U.S. involvement in Syria would look like if airstrikes would continue. And just on Tuesday, we heard at a Senate Armed Services Committee hearing when Senator Jack Reed asked General Joseph Votel if those airstrikes would in fact take place. Here's what they said.
We are trying as a alternate approach to at least posit the idea that we can conduct airstrikes from Iraq and we can have forces in Iraq. Is that the fallback position?
I think that's probably a discussion more appropriate for the closed session, but we certainly are looking at all options for how we might do that.
Now, if these airstrikes from Iraq into Syria do take place, it could create a real rift between the U.S. government and the Iraqi government. Iraqi President Barham Saleh has said U.S. bombing of other countries from bases in Iraq would be, in his words, unacceptable. So it's almost a surefire way for the U.S. to further alienate its regional allies. Reporting live from the State Department, Dan Cohen, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.